Hello friends, welcome to Learning Chemistry. So this video is about heterocyclic chemistry part 3, where I have discussed again a few previous year questions of CSIR NET and GATE. I have discussed in detail, so watch till the end and all the problems. Don't miss any problem because you don't know every problem is important. So let's start our video. So our first problem is where
the sodium hydrate just captures this hydrogen from the indole nitrogen. So we get this as an anion. Now this anion attacks the reagent which is epoxide. So epoxide just opens up. So we get this type of product. After that, second reagent which is treated with, which is now what happens, benzaldehyde and PTSA, what is para-toluene sulfonic acid, is given, which is a proton donor, acts as a catalyst which gives proton and heat. So now what happens, the alcohol which reacts with carbonyl of the benzaldehyde, creating an acetyl linkage, where the H plus will be acts as a catalyst for which is liberated from the PTSA. So we will get so this is the carbonyl carbon of the benzaldehyde. So here the OH will occur and this is the benzene ring. So this is the acetyl linkage which is formed. Now what happens, there is a lone pair of nitrogen, so this goes here, this comes here, and this electron attacks here, and in the medium there is H plus, which is a catalyst, so which helps the OH to cleave as a water as a leaving group. So we get this type of cyclic product where H plus acts as a catalyst. Now this hydrogen easily eliminates from here to regain the aromaticity. So the final product we get is like this. So this is our product. So now what happens, this type of heterocyclic ring is treated with isopropyl Grignard reagent. Okay, so with just the negative charge of this isopropyl carbon just wants to abstract proton from this heterocyclic ring. So which proton is more acidic? So here is three types of proton, which you have to remember that the proton, the negative charge after the abstraction of the proton will be stabilized by the electronegativity of the heteroatom of this heterocyclic ring. So if this proton is abstracted, the negative charge will be stabilized by only electronegative effect of in the nitrogen. If this proton is abstracted, then the negative charge will be solely stabilized by the electronegativity of oxygen. And if the negative proton is abstracted, then this negative charge will be stabilized by both the nitrogen and the oxygen. So this proton is more acidic than the other protons, so we get this type of intermediate. Now in situ there is a reactant which is added. is a kind of amide. So just this as being a good reactive negative charge. So this just attacks here, carbonyl pushes back and this clips. So we get this type of product. So nothing complicated with this reaction, but you have to just understand which proton will be abstracted at first. Now next example is, at first what happens, the Bart's reduction of the substrate pyridine is carried out. I have previously told you that the electron, which is a reagent in the Bart's reduction, which only attacks the ortho and the para carbon. So I am just writing the product. So here the reagent is lithium and liquid ammonia. So after that the carbon ion is generated, that will be protonated by tertiary butoxide, tertiary butanol. So we will get products like this. After the reduction, because the electron will attack here, so this is a more substrate structure as the para attack occurs. So this is our main major product. So after that hydrolysis carried out in the second step. So hydrolysis, this is ammonia. So after hydrolysis the ammonia is released and we get a diketone. After the hydrolysis, third reagent was given a KOH in methanol, which is just a aldol condensation reaction. So what happens is this is symmetrical. Either enolate formed for each of the carbonyl attacks the another carbonyl center. So if I can write this, so this attacks here, so this clips, so you get this as your, then water eliminates, so you get this as your product. So very simple reaction. So this is our next reaction. So here what happens, the nitro, which is ortho to the CH3, so that just increases the acidity of this benzylic proton. So sodium ethoxide, which is given as a base, so that just basically takes this proton, and this carbon and the benzylic carbon ion will be very much stabilized by this nitro. You will get a stable carbon ion which further attacks the COET, the carbonyl. So it is attacks one of the carbonyl and an ethoxide released, so you get a product like this. Okay, now in the second step the reagent was zinc acetic acid. In case you don't know, the zinc acetic acid is a reagent which is a reducing reagent which selectively reduces the nitro to NH2. So you will get NH2 here. Now what happens that this NH2 has a tendency to attack at this carbonyl. So you get a cyclized product. Now elimination easily occurs because this proton is very much acidic. This goes here, this gets back, so you get a desired product. Now here what happens that secondary butyl lithium, which acts as a base, which is used as a 2 equivalent. So the first equivalent which captures the proton of the NH2 group, and second base captures the proton of the CH3 proton, which is again a substantially acidic because pyridine is an electron withdrawing group. So two types of proton abstraction can be caused. So for simplicity of understanding, I am writing two anion simultaneously. Just from the electronegativity point of view, this center is much more harder center as compared to this. So this is the C minus is more reactive than the NH minus. So this reacts first, and the second reagent was given a substrate thiophene, which has a carbonyl. So the carbon attached to the carbonyl, and ethoxide has a good leaving group, it cleaves. So we get a product like now again this NH minus is already formed in the reaction medium, so it can simultaneously attacks at this carbonyl, this OH good forms, and that readily again eliminated from the, because this proton is again acidic, so you get eliminated as a complete product as well. So this was our product. This is just a substrate indole where the substitution is a thiophene. So this is our product. This is also a very simple reaction. Just you have to understand the two equivalent bases why given, so which center is more reactive. Now in this reaction, the idea of this problem is to understand the scrambling of isotopes with the rearrangement. So at first what happens that the alcohol group which attacks the BF3 is converting the alcohol group into a leaving group, so that the nucleophilic attack from the indole can occur. So what happens that this is coordinated to the metal boron, converted into a good leaving group, or zinc is a positive charge. Now what happens that from the nitrogen lone pair, this donated here, and this bond goes to this carbon, and this leaves. So we get an intermediate. So one of the carbon was marked, so it will be either this or this. Now there occurs a bond cleavage, so either this bond cleaves, either this bond cleaves. So if this bond cleaves, this is pathway A, this is pathway B, so we get two products. So from pathway A we give this bond cleaves, this bond migrates to this, and this nitrogen gets satisfied. From pathway A we get so here will be that marked proton, there will be a positive charge, and here is a hydrogen, so that will eliminate. So you will get a product of like pathway B, you can get a product of, if pathway B this bond cleaves, this moves here, so you get an intermediate like so from pathway B you get the smart proton will be at this, and there will be a positive charge, and here is a proton that easily eliminate, so you get so basically scrambling of isotope happens because this is the intermediate which is symmetrical, so either of the bond can migrate, so that will give to the two distinct product where the distinction is designated by a smart proton. So next problem is a synthetic route to pyridine, which has been set as a problem in CSIR net, where two equivalent of this active methylene group is reacted with a benzaldehyde, which can have a reactive carbonyl center, and there is a ammonia which is required for pyridine synthesis, and a basic pH of 8.5, and ethanol as a solvent, and also a proton donor wherever necessary. So at first what happens, we know that this is active methylene group where this hydrogen is very much acidic, and in pH of 8.5 it will be abstracted, creating an enolate, and that enolate will be reacted to this carbonyl. So at first in the basic medium this provide a enolate, more favored enolate will be this, because this hydrogen is also acidic, but this hydrogen is doubly activated, so this is the more stable enolate which will react to the benzaldehyde carbonyl. So it pushes back this enolate, attacks here, this goes here, so you will get this type of a product. Now again in the basic medium there is another proton which is acidic, this will eliminate, and this goes back, and the proton from the ethanol will also help to eliminate this, so you will get a unsaturated carbonyl. Now what happens, there is another equivalent of this active methylene group, so that will again create a same type of enolate. So that enolate will attack this alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl, which is this alpha beta unsaturated moiety, our second enolate. Will attack this alpha beta unsaturated beta position. Then goes here, this clips, so we will get so we get this as our product, and now this is tautomerized, and the carbon ion will be protonated by the ethanol proton. So we get, so I am just rewriting it, so we get this kind of if I can just redraw it. So we get this as a, again, 1 2 3 4 5 1 5 dicarbonyl, which is required for synthesis for a pyridine. And now there is ammonia that will react to both of the carbonyl, and the carbonyl will be converted into OH, which will be again eliminated from this site. So let's just break into the steps. So this is the after the reaction to the ammonia. Now these protons are acidic because they are alpha to a carbonyl, the ester carbonyl. So that will eliminate this OH groups. So you will get a product which is this is just a precursor of a substrate pyridine. Now after that this has to be oxidized to convert into a pyridine. So these are the all problems which have previously appeared in CSIR NET GATE exams, and I have added a few exam practice problems also which are pretty similar to the questions which have previously appeared. So this is the heterocyclic part 2. So write in the comment box that if you want more such type of practice problems regarding heterocyclic, or if you want to have a episode of heterocyclic chemistry on synthesis aspect, like synthesis of pyridine or synthesis of pyrrole of or thiophene or anything else.